I want to show you why it's important to decouple visual from logic. As you see, I am using Ruby's character to play in the game. Let's change something. Now I disable the Ruby's visuals and enable the Deco visuals and run the game to see what I get here. Here we go, we have the Deco, which can move exactly the same as Ruby, and it handles the same exact logic Ruby can do. We always heard someone else saying it's vital to separate visual from logic. But why is that? Today I am going to explain to you why. Just in my example, here shows my player controller. Under the player, we have the rigidbody 3D used to handle the physics, and player controller which controls the movement logic, and the capsule collider to deal with the object collision. These elements are the main logics. Under the player, we have the Ruby visuals. The visual contain the sprite renderer. Under the sprite renderer has the sprite image. This image is showing the main character in the screen. After that, we have the animator. This animator is used to provide the animation which is also relate to the character visual. So you should group these sprite renderer and animator in the same tree here. Under the animator has the animations. Here is the perfect example to show how I separate the visual from the logic. As you can see, both of the characters are using the same set of logic. So this explains why we have to separate the visual from the logic. By decoupling the visual, we can change whatever character we like and apply to different game situation without a need to modify any single line of code. Now let's work on the third character. Let's choose Mr. Marshall. Let's pull this character to the field. Next is to update its position and the scale so that it can match exact the same shape as before. Everything looks good. Then add the animator to the game object. Grab the animator controller and drag and drop to the controller field in the animator. Here comes the most important part. Look for the parameters in the animator. Let's change the name to Sugar Visuals. Now look at the name of these parameters. As you can see, it's using look X and look Y to control the animation. Back to the code. Look for the line controlling the animator. Under the method of update animation, you see our parameters are using dirt X and dirt Y. So, in the parameters, let's change the name from look X to dirt X and look Y to dirt Y. And notice that uppercase and lowercase did matter. So the speed here is capital S, so we need to change back to lower s, otherwise it won't work. Remember to reset all the coordinates to 0 and drag and drop under the player as the children. Now everything is ready, let's run the game. Here you go. Everything works perfectly fine without any need to change any single line of code. And the animation just works great. Awesome!